The one-loss Washington State Cougars are in San Diego, led by quarterback John Mateer, to take on the Aztecs of San Diego State. It's the last kickoff on the mainland to close out your college football Saturday. Cougars and Aztecs, late night from San Diego. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky, a non-conference matchup between Washington State from the Pac-12 and San Diego State from the Mountain West. And so one of the late players, Ryan Henderson, was offsides. So that's where the offsides and substitution violation comes in. On the reverse, here's Williams, and he breaks free. Williams inside the 35, shoved out near the 30. They said they want to get the ball in his hands. They do it creatively. It's a gain of 22.
Now, this is manufacturing a touch that bring him around on the reverse. They get John Mateer out blocking on the edge. But this is a great job sticking your foot in the ground and get vertical from Kyle Williams. And just like we talked about, this staff said we've got to get number 2 some touches early in the game. That's a great example of it right there on the reverse.
At linebacker, Tano Latuli and Owen Chambliss both back from hand injuries. Here's a flea flicker. Mateer's going to take the shot. Caught. Touchdown. Walking in, Cooper Mathers. The 5th touchdown of his season that ties a Washington State tight end record. 26 yards on the flea flicker touchdown.
Wyoming hit San Diego State with a flea flicker a week ago. Washington State stealing a little bit of that trickeration. The reverse off of it, they sneak Cooper Mathers out on the right side. That's about as easy a touchdown for John Mateer as he's had this season.
Out of the pistol look, give it to Cooper again, the nation's leading career rusher. It's 2 more. But clearly that's where Gusta's right there. I mean, the numbers aren't huge for David Gusta. He's just so impactful. O'Neal out of the gun with Cooper. The tight end Harrison motions in. O'Neal to throw. Here comes pressure. Hit as he throws. Delivers sharp and incomplete. He was crushed.
They like to bring Ethan Cooper from the corner spot, boundary corner. Ethan O'Connor unblocked, coming from the left side. Marquez Cooper releases out in the route, and that's where you see number 24, Ethan Cooper, unblocked. Danny O'Neal not able to step into the throw. Sets up another 3rd down.
Third and 3. Toss back, well short of the first down. Huge hit, Kyle Thornton. Mateer on the first 3rd down of the night for the Cougars. On the roll, toss is complete. First down, Cougars. Meredith takes it all the way to the 45-yard line. Josh Meredith, the redshirt junior from San Diego, gets 25. O'Neal pressured and sacked back at the 20. Somehow he hangs on to the football, but he is crushed by Ansel Dinbu.
On the defensive line spot, number 92 on the right side. Good job shedding the block. Again, driving that left shoulder down into the ground.
Tawana Johnson feeds it to Cooper. He's met in the backfield, spins away from the first Cougar, falls forward. It'll still be a loss of 1 to bring up 3rd down in the red zone.
Well, Bryson Lamb, the defensive tackle, is the read here, number 99. He sheds the block, and that looks like, to me, a pull read for Tawana Johnson. Pull that ball, get to the outside. I know Bryson Lamb doesn't make the tackle, but a good job slowing down Marquez Cooper.
Stephen Hull comes to finish it off. Bring up 3rd and 6. Cooper split out as a wide receiver, top of your screen. Tawana Johnson will slip away from the first wave of pressure. Hit at the 10 and drop to the Cougars. Rally. Ethan O'Connor makes another tough stop. 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Mateer, time to throw again over the middle. It's caught. Meredith takes a stick as he gets to the 42-yard line by J.D. Coffey, but it's a gain of 19. Pulalossi in the backfield. Don't forget about Mateer's ability to run it on 3rd and short. A loaded box for San Diego State. everybody up on the line. Here's Mateer, block on the right side. I mean, San Diego State had all 11 defenders in the box, and Washington State still easily picks up the first down.
Blocked up really well on the right side. Some patience from John Mateer. It's not there initially. See again, an example of John Mateer shaking a tackle. Kyle Moretti comes unblocked.
Aztecs drop into coverage. Mateer zips it short of the goal line, but caught. Shackelford hauls it in. It will be 1st and goal. Washington State gain of 13 on 3rd and 9.
This is a great job from Shackelford working back away from the defender. Great throw to the outside, but you see how Shackelford working back towards the line of scrimmage instead of taking that route flat. That's what creates the separation away from the corner. And now Washington State staying on the field. I like this. On the other side, San Diego State has their backup quarterback in the game. If you don't get this, you make San Diego State drive the length of the field. I like this decision here to go for it.
4th and goal from the 1. Mathers at fullback, Pulolosi at tailback. Mateer gets a push from behind, and he is in. Touchdown, Cougars. A passing touchdown from Mateer, and now a 1-yard rushing touchdown on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, pocket collapses, and he will take the sack. Back at the 46, Ansel Denbo. A loss of 6. Give credit to the back end as well.
Denbo having a great first half. He had the sack early in the game on Danny O'Neill. Wins on the right side again. And Foymano, number 57, that's who's had to step in place of Tyler McMahon.
Tupuola Johnson gives it to Cooper, and he is dropped in the backfield. Washington State gets a 4th down stop. Keith Brown and Stephen Hall lead the way. Mathers, who had a 26-yard touchdown catch, goes in motion. Parker gets it again. Big hole left side. Parker lowers the shoulders again and gets 8 more. Washington State won the toss and deferred to the second half, so the Cougars will get it. A 2-point lead. Failed conversion by San Diego State after the touchdown run. Onside kick. It is loose. Recovered by the Cougars. So unlike the NFL, you don't have to wait until you're down in the 4th quarter. You can still do it at any time in college football. Donna Shomorthy gets on top of the football.
Recognizing that void off the far side. Donna Shomorthy, credit to him, recognizing where the football was going, able to jump on it, retain possession for the Cougars.
On 2nd and 6, Cooper shakes in the backfield, and a minimal gain. Looks like he gets 2. On 3rd and 3, fake the handoff. It is tipped and incomplete. Intended for Polk again. Gushikin, who had the big pass interference call at the end of the first half, gets the pass breakup. 4th down coming. Here comes the punter.
Well, this is the RPO slant. Danny O'Neill does such a good job throwing this typically, but good coverage on the back end from Gushikin. Back-to-back 3 and outs on either side. These defenses showing out coming out of halftime.
Big 3rd down field position-wise. Harrison, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and 5. O'Neill pulls it. Throws to Harrison, the tight end. He is short of the first down. 4th down, and here's the punt unit coming on. So Washington State forces a 3 and out. O'Neill handles the low snap. Steps up in the pocket. Pressured from behind, and he will take a sack. Again, it is Ansel Denbo. He came into the night with a sack and a half. If that is a sack, it's going to be close, whether he got back to the line of scrimmage or not. Regardless, great play by Denbo.
I don't think there's any question that Ansel Denbo is the MVP on the defensive side for Washington State tonight. He has been all over the place.
San Diego State, a 14-0 edge in the second half, so the Cougars haven't scored since the half. After a gain of 9 on first down, another deep shot is bobbled and caught by Williams. Looked like it was off the hands of Johnson, and then Williams hauls it in.
It absolutely is the mouth guard and not a flag, but how about that concentration? Chris Johnson, the corner, fighting the entire way.
40 is number 38 on the defense.
But even better from Kyle Williams. They've gone to him twice on this drive.
Mateer, time to throw. He dances and tosses, wide open, caught by Hernandez. He stretches, touchdown, Washington State. John Mateer delivers to Carlos Hernandez from 34 yards out. A quick strike touchdown for the Cougars.
Cougars have been bottled up better part of 2 quarters. And just like that, 4 plays right down the field. Great throw over the top to Carlos Hernandez, who just got healthy a week ago, had a big touchdown against Hawaii, and a big play there. Get this back to a 1-score lead. Quick strike from the Cougars.
And then Napier, the redshirt freshman, comes back with one for the Aztecs. Fake the give, throw the slant. It is incomplete. Another red zone trip for San Diego State. Low snap. Cooper gets the handoff, driven back, no gain. Uda Alupta leads away for Washington State.
A little bit of a low snap here. Good job from Danny O'Neill just catching this ball, getting this up. Braden Bryant, one of the veterans on this team. This is a big possession here for Washington State. Need to try and force this to a field goal attempt, which would keep this to a 1-score game.
So make it 8. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, potentially still. O'Neill steps up, and he's dropped. The Cougars get a sack. Maloney leads the way for Washington State. Ducey Maloney, the 5th-year senior.
Coming from the right side, and this is one where Danny O'Neill has to get rid of the football. This is just taking too long.
Pressure off the edge. O'Neill intercepted. Alupta has the interception. Alupta shoved out of bounds near the 37. Just the second interception thrown by the freshman Danny O'Neill. And Buda Alupta with a huge takeaway, the first of the night by the Cougar defense. He had interception versus Hawaii, and now Alupta has another off of Danny O'Neill. Cougars down by 5, but it's Washington State football. San Diego State has only allowed 7 points off turnovers so far this year. Heavy pressure on Mateer. He somehow slips away. And now Mateer will tuck it and scramble across the 50. What a play by John Mateer to slip out of the pressure and go scrambling.
Broken tackle after broken tackle. We've seen it all season from John Mateer. He's a magician in this way. That goes from being a huge negative play. It would have been 3rd and a mile. All of a sudden now a first down as he gets away from Trey White. First down now on the other side of the field into Aztec territory.
Turns that huge loss into a gain of 18. And now rolling, completing Kyle Williams. Another first down for Washington State. The defense got the INT. And now the offense trying to turn it into a touchdown. Mateer designed QB run. Out of the empty backfield, gets a nice block. But Williams on the edge. Has it inside the 5. First and goal, Washington State. Javinsky Schlenbaker, who has 3 rushing touchdowns this year for Washington State, in the backfield with Mateer. Hudson in motion. Mateer is in again. Touchdown. His 4th total touchdown of the game. 2 through the air, and now 2 on the ground, as Washington State regains the lead with 5:03 to go in the 4th. Saw him reset the play clock to 25 prior to the 2-point conversion. Mateer gives to Williams, bobbled, scooped up by Hudson on the reverse, and now he tosses it for the two-point conversion to Mateer. So even on a busted play, a wild Philly special-looking play, Hudson manages to corral it and throw to Mateer for the two-point conversion, and the Cougars lead it by 3.
Quimono at the right tackle spot now.
O'Neal out of the gun. Another screen. Pope. This time it's read perfectly by Kyle Thornton, who drops Pope for a loss on the screen.
Well, the guy that this defensive staff described as a coach on the field dissects this to a T. Recognizes the screen immediately, avoids the first offensive lineman.
With 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. So O'Neal on 3rd and 22 escapes the pressure. He's going to heave it long. Looking for Harrison downfield. It is batted away. Incomplete. That is Thornton running deep in coverage with the tight end Harrison. He gets the pass breakup to force 4th down.
Well, the San Diego State fans are calling for a flag, but this really is a pretty good job. Maybe right there on that right arm. Maybe a miss here. Watch Kyle Thornton as he reaches back, not allowing Michael Harrison to go up with that right arm.
And that's why most were projecting Washington State to have a very good shot at 11-1 at the end of the regular season. But they have run into a huge obstacle tonight against the big underdog San Diego State. Mateer on 3rd and 4. On the roll. Tries to cut upfield. And he's just short. We're right at the line. It looks like where they're going to mark him down. The dramatic stretch. First down, Washington State.
Unbelievable comeback for the Washington State Cougars.
Arnold Escanio, the guilty player for San Diego State on the roughing the kicker. Jake Dickert's Cougars come from behind on the road. Their last road win snapped a 6-game road losing streak. And now the Cougars have won back-to-back on the road. And Washington State is 7-1 for the first time since 2018 under Mike Leach.